Hello there. The government. What have they done this time? Well, actually, this time they did something, but, as opposed to usually not doing anything like, not turning on the power, not making the economy run, not protecting people, like the police, not doing any of those things, keeping people safe, stopping people from being murdered or raped. This time they did something. And no, I know you're thinking, what did they steal? What state capture? What, corruption? No. This time they did something. They put up a sign. Yes, that's awesome. They put up a pole with a metal thing with letters on. Amazing. This must be a record for the ANC. This is, well done, you guys. You actually finally accomplished something. It's the beginning of the new Wakanda, I would assume.
We don't do that here.
Bit of a shitty poll though. It's like skew, it's trash. Probably the worst poll I've ever seen. But hey, listen, they're really trying. They're not the best. So, let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Why did they put up the sign? Oh, well, that's the interesting part of this is they decided to do a little bit of election campaigning. Also, by doing so, they can siphon off some cash. Maybe there was some minister, the minister of road signs or something that needed a new Mercedes or something. So they put up a new sign because they took an old name, a road name, it used to be called William Nickel Drive, and they changed it. The reason is because, let me quote this for you. You can't put a monetary value on the pain of South Africans. So obviously what's happened is there was a whole bunch of people that every time they would go to Google Maps and they would type this in, and they'd see the name William Nickel, and they would break down emotionally because this guy that, died in 1965 or something, he was some Dutch reform minister but he's the devil now because anything from old apartheid is wrong, is so wrong. So obviously the people that every time they see this name of this person, they have no idea who it is. They just see William and they see the word nickel, and they just, the pain happens. It's like every time I see Alderon explode, and like my great-great-grandparents are from Alderon, I just, I break down emotionally. So they've changed it now because we want to remove all the apartheid stuff, and we're going to change it to better things, to things that inspire people, great people who've done amazing things. And in this case, they've changed the old name, and they spent 250,000 rand on a pole and some letters, and then they spray painted something on the road. It's amazing. Yeah, go ANC. They've done so well. They changed it to Winnie Mandela Drive.
A ceremony coinciding with her 87th birthday was held in the heart of Sandton to unveil the name change.
If you don't know who Winnie Mandela is, she was the ex-wife of Nelson Mandela. The EFF and Julius simps really hard for Winnie. He's like super Winnie simp. So, unfortunately, she has passed away. The thing is, Winnie Mandela, if you ask me, what do we know about her? Not really much. I think it was the main thing that I remember about Winnie Mandela was she was found guilty of ordering a kidnapping of a 14-year-old boy called Stompie. He was then beaten, tortured, and his throat was slit by her personal bodyguards. And the other thing that Winnie did was, which is irony of this whole debacle with the ANC, they've changed the name of a road to connect it to Winnie Mandela. And also the other thing Winnie Mandela was famous for saying was that she did this quote back in the day.
We have stones, we have boxes of matches. With our necklaces, we shall liberate this country.
What the fuck?
Wow. Awesome person she sounds like, eh? Super bags of fun. Probably call her Winnie Hot Wheels Mandela. But so she was a great supporter of necklacing. And if you're not familiar with what necklacing is probably the most horrible thing you've ever heard of. It's absolutely disgusting. It's when you take a tire and you put it around someone, and usually they tie up the person's hands as well. They'll fill the tire with petrol or some sort of flammable substance, and they'd set the guy alight, the person alight. Just before the end of apartheid, there was about 400 people who were killed via necklacing, probably more. This was something that was a weapon used by the people opposing the anti-apartheid movement. This was a weapon they used on their own people. It was reserved for traitors. So when a person was necklaced, it was usually someone who was a traitor. That maybe they gave information to the police. They've maybe been said things to the police. Who knows? I mean, you can just accuse someone. It was like the Salem witch trials. We go like, that guy's a traitor. Okay, cool. Let's necklace him. So, which brings me to the absolute irony of this entire renaming thing, which is you've now made me think about Winnie Mandela and necklacing much more often now. Thanks. So from now on, every time I see her name, I'll think, oh, Winnie Mandela, road, tire, necklace. Shot. And the rest of the world's going to remember that. Everybody else in South Africa is now going to forever remember this. Well done. Great thinking there, guys. Ah, you absolute idiots. It's beyond me. Again, do I care? No, I could not give a shit about it. Just maybe not a road. Like a road. I mean, what are you going to do next? Ask one of like the tire companies to name a brand of tire after? Or was like, are we going to get like a third type of petrol, call it Winnie petrol or something? In 95, 97, I have some Winnie, please. Like, are you... Wow, really smart people that work at the NC. Good Lord. Anyway, yeah, I just to give you my thoughts, I think it's funny. Don't get upset. Let them rename everything. Just maybe something else. Maybe a shopping center. I don't know. Maybe a new stadium. I don't know, like, you know, after her personal bodyguard team, used to like a soccer stadium. Maybe do that. But anyway, all this was some kind of electioning spiel. I mean, 250,000 rand for a sign, for a poll and some letters. Sure, apparently the majority of this money was spent on marketing. Sure it was. Sure, yeah. Like the people that were there, the song and dance you made about this, you probably just paid the people. They were all extras. You have to pay people to come to your things. Oh, shame. But it's also it's easy in South Africa because it doesn't cost a lot. Like you just promise someone like $200 and they'll rock up because that's how far the ANC has fucked up this country. People are so poor they would do it for it. But anyway, I just thought I'd share my thoughts. Thanks so much for watching. As always, make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, and please leave a comment. Tell me your thoughts. What do you think about the new Winnie Mandela name? Is it cool? Should have been something else. Like who else should we have gotten to name it after? Maybe like the corrupt Cyril Drive. That would have been cool. But yeah, thanks guys, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.